Okay, here we go. 6th of August 2023. Spirit talking about hands. Somebody just got a delivery on a Sunday morning this town. Bloody hell, noisy buggers. Anyway, I think it's more about what you put your hand to. As long as you try, put your hand to anything. So hands, it may be that somebody's got a hand injury. It could be you, Kristen. The hands. It may be that you're a palmist, for all I know. But the hands are important. So let's see. Hands. You need your hands. I want me to tell you about a personal reading I did, but I'm not going to because it was a bit gruesome. I'm not sure that YouTube's up for it. But if it's somebody in spirit that's had something wrong with the hands, or in some way lost a hand, is all I'm saying. And that could be important. Twelfth house, prisoners. Venus and Libra. I can't remember what that one's called, but I call it the yin yang. So today's energy then, what have we got? Moon in Aries. So it's gone from Pisces to Aries. Today's card is the Lovers, and it was always known as the choice in the beginning. So you can choose what you do with your hands. You can use them for good or ill. Your choice. What's the word in the Bible? Something about idle hands. Many hands make light work. So let's see what I want us to know. Oh, it's in the first pile. Massively important. So more important than we realise then. Gemini energy is about the hands, arms, shoulders. So that's where we start. The choice. We made the right choice. Unconditional love coming in. Pisces energy, like we said. Those born in the year of the horse, possibly. There is love but no commitment. So it's love of you follow a man, perhaps. There has been a betrayal or a passing. You come to the end of something. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The eclipses, October, is when Elaine said there would be coming back, I think. But stick a fork in me, I'm done. Enough is enough. It doesn't kill you. You're overthinking things, analysis paralysis. And again, we've got the children. So it is our inner child or our children or our siblings from childhood. It is child abuse, bad memories from the past, childhood trauma. There is a man in uniform, or he is a man of a darker complexion, or a Capricorn. Any or all of those. A businessman, perhaps. Someone adopted because of the watermelon story. But it is a successful man who is a good friend and a generous one. The cusper would be late Sagittarius, early Aquarius. And now we have the Aquarius. Something from the past needs to be addressed. You need to face it head on. Then there can be hope, healing and freedom. But somebody is not doing so at this time. You may be visited in your dreams by spirit, and the red rose is massively important. Aquarius energy. The ankles and the legs may be important. Number 17. And it's time to take action. Stop saying that you can't do something. You have two hands to do something with. Take action. And it is today. So there's something possibly that you need to do with your hands today. Come out of that mental prison you've made for yourself. End this once and for all. Make the right decision for you with love. We've got 10 weeks, 6 months, 8 weeks as a time frame. The only major arcana we've got is 17 because today's is neutral and it's negative. Something from the past must be addressed. Aquarius is about crowds, fame, infamy. It's being the guiding light and somebody's dimming the light to fit in. That's not good. Because probably of childhood trauma where they feel they are adequate. Yeah. Depression, negative thinking, that Gemini energy is strong. Hands, arms, shoulders, siblings, children, twins, school days, lack of communication, criminal activity. 1 and 28, negative. Somebody's in the dark or being kept in the dark or their path is blocked. Leo energy, the 19, negative energy. And refusing to put effort in. Laziness. Someone may have a tattoo. This person may have a tattoo that puts no effort in. 8 years. Aries and Capricorn mentioned again. No communication. Blocked on the internet. Living in a dream world. Up in your head all the time. overthinking things and doing nothing. So, castle's in the air. There it is again. It's done. It's over. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So, something is already ended. But maybe you haven't taken the action. So you've left in spirit, but not in physical form. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Issues with a passing. And it could be a mother energy. Nothing can grow in barren lands. Terminations of contracts, etc. Failed pregnancies. If that's the case, I'm very sorry. Agriculture, Mother Earth, and then we have Father Sky. So again, we've got Mum and Dad. Dad is presenting himself well to the world. This is world leaders, maybe. So maybe Mother Earth is angry, but the world leaders are happy. We had them yesterday, didn't we? Princes, kings, etc. But this is also the divine masculine, father figure, boss, the most important male in your life. 4 or 31 is positive. Makeovers, get your nails done, present yourself well to the world, new outfits maybe. 3 and 30 is negative. Military, November the 11th, May the 31st. This is self-esteem. This is pretty much the opposite of that. You are believing in yourself, putting yourself forward, not dimming your light, and when you do, you'll be successful. But what's happening here is that Capricorn, who was once a good friend and a generous one, is now a dangerous enemy. So we have to watch out for the uniforms, the person in uniform, the businessman, and there it is, the 12. The Pisces energy, which we got there in the Minor Arcana. The number 12, but this time it's positive. Stand on your own 2 feet. Put your boundaries in place. Learn to say no. Don't let others walk all over you. Don't sacrifice yourself for ungrateful people. And don't hang about in limbo. Groundhog Day. There's issues here with the feet and toes and the liver. Prisoners being released. But it's about them having to stand on their own 2 feet. With no help from others, they've got to do it themselves. So the number 12 is positive. The criminals, it sounds like somebody going to prison for a few of you, and possibly that brings an end to a relationship or a termination of some kind. Yeah, Justice, Libra, that you've got there, court cases. Sitting on the fence is not an option. 32. 59, Neptune. Pisces is in Neptune. Neptune is smiling on us for a change. But there we have it again. Gemini 28, which is there, 1 and 28. Criminal activity. Jack and Jill. The name's Jack and Jill. Some depression or wrongdoing. A separation, perhaps. The Fool. So 22. Do not fear the unknown, the future. So if you've been to prison and you've just got out, I would suggest that you don't go back to the old ways. Ego is the big problem. The rat. Want to win at all costs. You want to win or do you want to be happy? The Dog. Negative energy. Disloyalty. Mars. Anger. War. Rebellion. And the Tiger, number 40. 40 and 55. And Mercury, communication. So there's a communication coming. Something you've been overthinking. We shall have a look at what we've got to avoid. The rat and the dog. So those born in the year of the rat and the energies that go with it. The negatives: calculating, mean, secretive, restless, ulterior motives, quick-tempered, critical nitpicker, grumbler, a gossip and a scandalmonger, an obsessive hoarder, overambitious, a busybody, somebody sticking the nose in your business. And the dog. Negative energy. Cynical, anxious, pessimistic, suspicious, timid, strict, discouraging, doubtful, discontented, fatalistic, obstinate, distrustful, shy, introverted, unadventurous, and tasteless. Yes, I can see that. And the Tiger. Is the positive. Loyalty, honour, be wise, protective, generous, ambitious, charismatic, daring. You will be fortunate, idealistic, courageous, determined, sensitive and benevolent. So be the best version of you can be, and there seems to be no problem. Uranus, rebellion, the number 9. So genius. And we deal with geniuses all the time, don't we? But not necessarily good people. So, number 9. And it is the Tower, the 16, which is when the new moon is. So, the public will tolerate almost anything and forgives everything except the genius. And that would fit very well at the minute, because geniuses don't always have humanity. The name Oscar, Kim and Wilde could be important. A sudden bolt of surprise that causes chaos, and you've got to face that chaos. Don't dim your light. It's here to wake you up. Gaia, Mother Earth, there we are. There she is. And Uranus, Father Sky, there he is. There's a higher octave of Mercury. Well done, Spirit. You can't get any better than that. Uranus arrives to break the rules and smash established structures. It is a planet of not only genius but intuition, which arrives in sudden flashes like lightning, seemingly out of nowhere. Uranus is a revolutionary planet, opening up channels to the higher mind and bringing about necessary changes which can no longer be resisted. The great humanitarian, Uranus is not really personal, and its viewpoint is one that is detached and unemotional. It symbolises the one who doesn't really need a partner, but is a friend and soulmate to everyone. Those under the influence of Uranus are objective just enough to derive a reliable insight into other people's motives, because they may not be good ones. These types tend to be brainy and cool. Such detachment is needed when everything is about to be turned upside down. There we have it, turned upside down. Another very important element of Uranus is its link to technological advances and how the future is going to look and be. When the Uranus card comes up in a reading, there will be jolts and surprises in regards to your question or focus. After all, Uranus is the upstart planet, the Fool. So there won't be a smooth ride here. You can anticipate matters to turn rather eccentric, if not shocking, and not in the ways you expected. Don't look upon these manifestations as wrong for you. Instead, go with it and see how your life becomes transformed in ways not exactly as you predicted, but better. You may feel excitable or nervous at present, especially when it comes to things that are currently focusing on. It may seem as if everything is speeded up, even forced against your will, but it's not a good idea to resist. The best approach is to entertain the possibility of what you are about to learn, some communication. You can anticipate this change to be a liberating force, offering a new course or path. It will free you. Since Uranus is the planet of technology, you may find yourself having to master a new tool, a machine or computer, or even a job involving the internet. Yes. Since Uranus is the planet of air, storms and lightning, anything to do with flight, messages carried via the air, electrical energies will be a major part of it. Phones, television sets, computers, artificial intelligence and bionics. And artificial intelligence, I don't like it, and it's coming. Your surroundings may start exhibiting electrical malfunctions. It's important to pay close attention to the wiring at your home or office. It is also important to point out the connection between Uranus and alternative forms of sexuality and gender identity. In fact, in Victorian England, homosexuals and transgender people referred to as Uranians. Therefore, you may find yourself among people with alternative viewpoints, sexuality, and sometimes people of a different class or background. And I do know that homosexuals do not want to be associated with transgender at the minute. All in all, this card means your life is about to be changed in big ways rather than small ones. The Uranus card says go with it and see what happens. So 16, Tower Moment, a shock. And the 19, She of the Woods, peace, connection and herb. And we know that it's not happening at the moment because the 19 is in reverse. So there's no peace in the herb for some reason. Someone is trying to block you. When she reached out her senses, she realised she was not separate from nature. She is one with nature, and she slowed down and took a break. She realised she could find peace because peace needed to come from within her. And at the minute you have no peace, your mind there is racing. You're up in your mind all the time. She taps into source energy by taking time out for her, taking time to slow down, tune out, but tuning in and understanding she is connected to everything. Nature moves at a slow pace, and so should we. This is not an easy thing in the current world we live in, but an increasingly necessary practice. We do a lot of reading about practices, but we don't do a lot of the actual work. Performing the ceremonies, meditating, walking in nature, stopping to just be. It's important more than ever to do the work, because when you stop and realise that not everything you're seeing on the screen or wherever is true, go back to basics and find out what is your truth. Put the phone down, speak to nature, ask nature to teach you, to guide you. We must find our way back to balance, peace and rest. Have you made connections where you live and the property that you reside on? Because community is going to be everything. Have you asked the spirits of this place to show you how you can honour the land? A beautiful practice to start on could be as simple as asking this question. When can you connect on or around your land and work with the nature's spirits to look for animals, birds, insects to give you messages? Really take notice of where nature is growing, what animals live near you, what insects come across your path. All have wisdom they can share with you. Google it, put animal totem on whatever you see, and help with your connection to finding a place where you belong. Where's the room book gone? There it is. We're looking at Jera, joy and celebration, but there is a trickster in there, Loki. Right, I'm going to pause you while I find it because it seems to be taking ages. Here we go. Jera, Rosemary. Jera is a joy to men, and the gods make the earth to bring forth shining fruits for rich and poor alike. So this isn't just for the rich man. It is the letter J or Y. Jera is connected with the yearly cycles of nature, particularly with the harvest and celebration, which is the Empress, the abundance, the harvest, but we're not getting it at the minute. So Harvest Festival, Thanksgiving, and the celebrations that go with it. It's the strength of the venerable oak. We know, don't we? The oak is Taurus. The humble herb rosemary. It's a joy, a rune of joy, of plenty, of rich blessings. But I do know rosemary brings on epilepsy for those who suffer with it. Jera, associated with celebration, connects with the Yuletide to our Christmas season. It expresses much of the warmth and happiness of this time. In this sense, Jera is symbolically assigned to the winter solstice, which is uh, 20th of December to the 23rd. You will begin to gain strength once more. The 12th rune, so 12th house, Pisces, and therefore halfway point of the Elder Farker. The year also has 12 months, and the ancient times, the day was in addition held to consist of 12 hours. So it relates to the tragic tale of Balder and Hodor, two of the sons of Odin. Balder, who was known as the Beautiful, shone like the sun. Poor Hodor, on the other hand, was blind and so quiet that he could often be ignored. So doesn't speak, doesn't see, doesn't use the voice, refuses to see what is. Balder was so beloved by both the gods and humans that his mother Frigga spent a long time extracting promises from every living thing that would not harm him. However, she ignored the mistletoe because it was so puny that she could. So you don't. If you think you're puny and you can't make a difference, you're wrong. Unfortunately, she did not consider the malice of the deceitful fire god Loki. Loki incited to the criminal activity, the trickster, the one who wears the false mask. Loki incited the other gods to throw weapons at Balder, all of which bounced off him, and then he suggested other objects, such as pots and pans. No harm came to Balder, only blind Hodor held back because he could not see his brother. But wily Loki persuaded him to join the game and offered not only to guide his hand, but to provide him with an unlikely weapon, a dart made from a puny mistletoe. This small dart alone hit its mark, and Balder fell down dead. Slain by his brother, the betrayal, but all was not lost, for Balder eventually conquered death, yes, we will too, and was later resurrected, just like the sun on the midsummer's day. Jera is connected with endings and new beginnings. Its presence in the reading predicts a time when your present trials will end and you can make a fresh, optimistic start. Personal success, a new home, signing contracts. Professional persons such as lawyers and accountants will put the final seal on this. And it may take 12 months or this good fortune will last 12 months. But we've got to be quick now. So we've got trust your path. It's very self-explanatory, but we'll have a look. 54. The universe is conspiring. Keep your face to your true north, which is the Aquarius card. Follow your true north, your north node. If you do this, you can't go wrong. The universe is conspiring. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass, put one foot in front of the other, and follow the invisible trail of what lights you up. You will light the world without even trying, so don't dim your light. Most people don't follow their highest call of their soul because they're waiting to see the end destination before they take the first step. If you take one baby step each day, within a year you will have taken 365 steps in your dedicated direction. If you want to write a book, write a page every day. If you want to change careers, do one thing every day to dedicate yourself to that. And before you know it, in just a year from now, there we go again, 1 year, you will turn back and look in awe at how far you have journeyed. Keep moving and open yourself up to a whole new level of support and receiving. Things are not going to work out the way you are planning, and if you have a little faith and keep showing up, they will work out even better than you could possibly imagine. Don't micromanage the universe. Just trust your path and let your soul lead the way. If you knew you would be supported, no matter what would you do? And if that's the case, then do it. Don't dim your light. It is time for you look for the joy. What do we say? Jarrett is joy, the delight and wonder in every day, and rejoice in it. When we celebrate the passing events, transitions in life, it is our way of giving thanks to the angels that delight with us. Whenever possible, celebrate with others, for the great energy is raised, which attracts many angels, drawing the laughter and lightness. So crowds, like we said, to add their blessing. It will bond you happily with others. Angel wisdom reminds you to celebrate, honour all the things large and small in your life. Find something to celebrate now. Your life should be a celebration. And don't think that you can do nothing, because there's always something you can do. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.